Turkey had a plan. They had a plan. And when they were going in with their plan and so forth, you could see what they were trying to do. Every man, woman, and child were going to defend. It ain't pretty, it ain't cool, but they saw their plan. You have to credit what Italy did, because this could have very easily been a frustrating game for Italy and a quick 1-0 cash grab from your Turkey boys. But what's Italy done, because this looked like if it was going to be a 1-1 or dare I say even a 0-0. But what Italy have done by breaching a very tough Turkish defense that France couldn't do, dropping a 3-piece and a lubrication. So Italy have sent out a very strong statement that you should be taking these guys very seriously with regards to who can win this trophy. And I think Bernardeschi has to enter into Class A. This guy has Mancini's nudes. You see, the biggest question for this game was always, and basically, the way this game went, specifically in the first half, was exactly how I predicted in the pre-match, which is it's attack against defense. It's going to be the attack against defense, and it's just going to be a question as to can Italy break down Turkey. And when so that's first half. Again, Turkey didn't have any shots on goal. They had nothing on targets, but you saw them having counterattacks and breakaways. And for Italy, they were trying hard. But you could see how it's difficult because Italy are a passing team. But Turkey would say, no, you're not going to pass through us. Because when Italy were trying to pass through Turkey, they had all guys bunched up. There were a few foul calls of handball and everything. And here's my thing about the whole handball thing is I wouldn't give it them, but they get given. So we just need to be clear here, because you can't just pick and choose what is or isn't a foul, because those ones that, I think there was one, Speranzola, what a great game, Speranzola, who put in a crossing, hit dude's hand. I've seen those given. I wouldn't give it, but I've seen those given. So we need a bit of consistency here. But you saw what Turkey were trying to do, because I think if you look at just the stats sheet, you're like, wait, what the hell are Turkey doing? But you saw that for Turkey, what they were trying to do was, it ain't going to be pretty, but we don't care. We're here to win. Deep, bring them in, then counter. And they had a few good counter-attacking options, like Çalhanoğlu was really good on the ball, turning, trying to find Yilmaz, and Yilmaz, you saw him trying to peel away on the wing, trying to now put a ball inside. So I have to credit Italy for maintaining their concentration, because there are many games like this where it's attack against defense, attack against the defense, and then the attacking team lapses in concentration, defensive team comes and just catches them when they're unaware. So credit to Italy that they maintained their concentration, they maintained their professionalism, and they kept on going through. But I'll keep it real. After that first half, it seemed to me, even when we had the halftime team talk, I was like, all right, this is looking like 0-0, at best 1-0. At best, it's looking like a 1-0. So give credit to them that they responded. They came in through, and you just saw that in the second half, they bumped things up. They played with a bit more gusto. But you could see, like, Insigne, luckily, it ended up happening for him. He kept trying to do that spinning move. Again and again and again. He kept trying to find that his whole Robin move. But Turkey had so many freaking guys back that it was hard for Italy to find any space. And it's like, I can understand what Turkey were trying to do. But you still have to play, you still have to have much more of an attacking plan. So I'd have liked Turkey to do a little bit more offensively and commit a few more men forward. But it is what it is. I get where they're coming from, man. But look, man, it was unlucky how the first goal came through. But you can either look at that as being unlucky for Turkey, or Italy's pressure just forced that mistake to happen, because Italy were just piling the pressure again and again and again. Turkey were hardly having any attacks of their own. So it's just, so if you are having to receive so many attacks, and your defense is under so much pressure, eventually it will tell. Eventually it's going to tell. And that is just what happened. So I have to give credit for Italy for finding the belief, never really never disbelieving themselves that no, we will breach these guys. Just keep it going. We're going to breach these guys. We're going to breach these guys. We're going to breach these guys. And obviously, Berardi, nice little skill, came through, and I think it was Demiral, hits him on the chest. And here was my thing. See, I said that if Turkey go 1-0 up, can Italy now break down these guys and get back the game? So if Italy now go 1-0 up, how can Turkey change from a ultra defensive mentality to not try and get the ball? So as we're trying to open up and figure out how to say what's up, Italy, which is the smart thing to do, see Italy, see old school Italy, this is how Italy have changed. And it's just how maybe Mancini has said, you know what, this is an Italy of a different era. Old school Italy, they get that one goal, boom, defense, pragmatic, Catenaccio, they hold it on 1-0. But this is a team, Immobile, Barella coming through, Insigne, Berardi, or Chiesa. They were like, no, we have to finish off these guys. We've got to put these guys to the cleaners. And you see, this is a big tournament for Immobile. Because there are a lot of questions as to can Immobile bring in what he does for Lazio, for Italy? Because he's the first choice striker, like it ain't Belotti, so he is the Baggio of this team. You know, he is the guy that's guys will say, okay, all right, you know what? We are here, you are here to score goals. You're here to put that ball inside that net. And you see, the thing about that second G is that was a nice finish. Werner ain't scoring that. So just in case you guys don't know, Werner ain't scoring a goal like that. So because it came quick to him. And the thing about it is that, you see, things happen very quickly. He could have just very easily just smacked it all, and he could have gone over the bar. But the fact that he maintains his composure and he placed it beautifully, side foot niche, top corner, boom. Say what's up. But the thing about it is that this scoreline, you see, 2-0 would have been cool. Like 2-0 is a gentleman lubrication. But I think Issy said that no, we have to send a statement here, and we have to show guys that we are serious. Because the third goal, first of all, for the third goal, Insigne was trying that all game. For the whole game, he was trying to get his shot off. First half, he couldn't do it because there was no space. There was absolutely no space whatsoever. 2-0 down, Turkey, you have to get yourselves back in the game. You've got to commit guys forward. And then you now saw him say, you know what? So obviously it was a mistake by the Turkish keeper. Ball came through. And that, you could just see how he just opened his ball up, side foot, and it was so sweet, keeper couldn't even move. Because it's like it's bending so far away from the keeper, and at the last minute just curves into the corner. A niche of beauty, an absolute niche of beauty. So I think overall, man, Italy deserved to win. And but the reason why this is such a big scoreline is Turkey are a tough defensive team. Like, you can abuse them for not being able to attack, abuse them for not really having any offense or so forth, but they have their philosophy, and you have to respect every team's philosophy. Every team is, when you're coming into a competition, every team is coming here to win the competition. And they can't win the competition playing how the big teams play. We have to win the competition playing how we play. If Greece in 04 went all out attack, they're getting larynxed in the group stage. The reason why Greece won 04 was because we have a pragmatic defense first thing, and we'll take our chances. Similar to what Turkey are doing. Turkey were like, defense, boom, when a chance comes, we'll take it. And they had some good breakaways. Like, all it took was like the right pass, the right ball, and so forth. And maybe they could have opened up something. But for Italy, man, this is impressive. This is impressive. To beat, remember, France couldn't beat Turkey in 2 tries. And to say what's up and to start the tournament with the lubrication and to lubricate what I think is one of the best defensive sides is a statement. That is a statement. And that is Mancini saying, this is a new Italy. This is a new face Italy. And I am intrigued to see, okay, how far can these guys go? Because my thing now is that I want to now see this Italy team against a team that gives them more space. But now a team that gives them more space, that's now better attacking wise. We'll see what Giorgio and Bonucci can do, because Giorgio and Bonucci didn't have to do much. Although Giorgio made a huge tackle, I think it was on under. He made a huge tackle, huge block in the second half. See, that's what you want from your captain, to come in here with a huge massive play and say what's up. But for Italy, man, it's different. This is not an Italian side that I am used to seeing, because I told you they're known for catenaccio. So the question is, and here's my thing, because I may be wrong, because I've always believed that every country has to play within its cultural identity. And if you veer that cultural identity, you're not going to say, what's up? Brazil tried to do it with Dunga. Look at what happened. So what Mancini is doing is saying, you know what? I'm going to try and bring something different here. I still think there can be a good defensive side to these guys. But when you just look at the players they have on display, the way that they're playing, specifically with the 4-3-3, so not a 3-5-2, a 4-3-3, that is a formation that's saying, you know what, we want to now take the game to the opposition. We want to now take the game to the opposition. So it's a strong message. It's a strong message. And I think with this, people now have to say, whoa. What could these guys potentially do? Because after that first half, I was like, it's too tight. And trust me, see, it's very easy when you're watching and saying, oh my, come on, why can you break these guys down? But I can only imagine how difficult it was for Italy when you're playing against two lines of four. And you're literally playing with 9 men behind there's literally 9 men behind the ball. It's 9 guys behind the ball, and there's just a sea of red you have to go through. So that's hence when in the first half, because what Turkey wanted Italy to do is go out wide and cross. And as I said again, if you're crossing into the box into an Immobile, it ain't going to do nothing. Hence why I still believe that they should have started with Belotti in the game, because he gives them much more of an aerial threat. But you have to give credit to Berardi. I would have wanted Chiesa to go through, but I think Berardi, for me, he had a pretty good game, and I think he was very key because it was his play that forced the morale into that mistake. So that mistake came from Italy's quality of play. So here's the thing, though. Turkey was super defensive and still got lubricated. So what the guys would say is that, oh, look at that. You lost 3-0 by being super defensive. You should have been much more attacking. Now, you can view that in two ways. So if they lost 3-0 being super defensive, if they're attacking, maybe they will lose by more. Or someone would say that attack is the best form of defense, and you're facing two pretty old defenders in Giorgio and your boy Bonucci. So therefore, put pressure upon them, and maybe you'd actually be able to have a better game and actually have a better result. But I've got to give a shout out to Spinazzola, man. He had a super game. Like, I would say that he was definitely one of the standouts performers for Italy. And I think, especially in the first half, where things were tight, Italy was struggling to find space. He was a great outlet, I think Florenzi was okay. He was all right. But I think Spinazzola was the guy that was really finding space, creating situations, making things happen. And he was much more effective on that flank than I think Florenzi was. Hence why I think you saw Florenzi brought off and Di Lorenzo brought on. So as of right now, so basically, if you're Mancini, you're really happy. You're really happy if you're Mancini. And look, and they did this without Marco. They did this without your boy Marco. So I just think that Mancini would just say to his boys that, no, the key thing now is to win those other 2 games. Because right now, if you're Italy, you've got to take 9 points here. And all the games are in Rome. That was another point that I think I maybe didn't look as closely, which is the fact that how many games are going to be on people's home patch. So all the games being in Rome, I think that's going to be huge. But yeah, no, look, this is a very significant win. I'm not saying Italy are going to win. I'm not saying they're one of the favorites, but they've definitely shown that, okay, we now want to, because these are 2 of the dark horses. But what Italy have now shown here is, no. We should now be taken seriously as a dark horse. We still need to see what all the other favorites do before because we can't call Italy favorites after this one game. But what we have to now say is there are some quality individuals here, and there are some sharp shooters here, and there are some guys that can make some stuff happen. Because this is impressive, because not many teams will be able to figure out how to break down a super defensive team. I told you, this same Turkey team, France couldn't beat them in 2 occasions, and that's France. So if Italy, and football is about matchups, it's really about matchups, So who knows if Italy now face France? It doesn't mean that if Italy were to face France, they will not beat France, because it's all about matchups. Because most likely France would beat Italy, even though France can't beat Turkey, but Italy can beat Turkey, But I think for Turkey, man, they had some interesting breakaways in that first half. It's like, it's hard to think that what could they have done differently. I do believe that they should have been a bit braver going forward. I believe they should have been a bit braver going forward and committed a few men going forward. And I think that there were times in which that they could have pressed Italy in midfield more and won the ball a bit higher. So not always, but I just think that there could have been stages and games where, look, let's push things forward. Because again, Giorgio and Bonucci, that is a potential mishap. There is a potential mistake in those 2 guys, because these guys are past their peak. So Turkey they should feel a bit that we didn't really test them on, because there was one breakaway in the first where, like, I think Yilmaz, he peeled off to the left, put the ball inside, and it's only just missed Çalhanoğlu. So, and they came close. But if they had more of those opportunities and pushed the men forward a bit more, maybe they could have said something. So it's always dangerous when you have an ultra defensive plan. Because if you have an ultra defensive plan, it's great if you go 1-0 up. That's amazing. But now, when you go 1-0 down, do you have a plan B? And is your team capable of switching tact and being able to now take the game to the opposition? So that's the difficulty here. That's the difficulty is that of having this defensive plan and a pragmatic plan is, if you're going in 1-0 down, it's not very difficult to now try and find a way to now attack and get yourselves back in the game. But look, man, for Italy, up and running, man. Up and running. And I think that, you see, I still believe that Marco can take this team to the next level. So hopefully, so obviously he's injured. He wasn't on the bench. But I do think that a Marco can help to just add a bit of creativity and a bit more quality into the team. Jorginho had a good, decent game. I think he played his role well, was a metronome, moving the ball around, had some good forward passes. And I think what I liked about Italy was they were always very, very positive. They were very, very positive. But my only thing that they are maybe missing, like, a creative player like a Del Piero or a Totti. So without that kind of creative, inventive, imaginative player, I think that may be the one thing that draws them back. But look, man, 3-0 is 3-0. A lubrication is a lubrication. And I think if Italy now come with 9 points, win this whole thing, that will now put them in a very strong mental, psychological position going into the next round. So but see, my thing is that I want to see this Italian defense tested. I want to see this Italy team play an attacking team. A team that now wants to come out and really try to attack them. Because, I mean, let me just see who's actually in their group. Because they're going to say what's up to everyone in their group, man. So table. Yes, Switzerland and Wales. You see, I think Wales maybe much more balanced. I think Switzerland and Wales will give them slightly a bit more space. They'll give them slightly a bit more space, but I would expect Italy to collect 6 points from those guys. See, Switzerland could hold them. They could, but I still see, I mean, just looking at just what they look like and how they dealt with Turkey, I think they're going to say what's up to Wales and Switzerland. So if it was in Switzerland, I think you definitely want to get those wins, man. But yeah, look, that's my thing, man. Does this attacking, more positive-minded Italy go ahead and win a Euros? That's the thing. Do these kinds of guys go ahead and win a Euros? But look, man, it's Italy have said to the competition that I know We're looking at Portugal. We're looking at France, maybe Germany on the side. Shout out to North Macedonia. Shout out to North Macedonia. But Italy, I say, you know what? Don't sleep on us, man. Do not sleep on us, man. All right, let's see what you guys are saying, man. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see what you guys are saying. All right. So, from your boy Sage, no, sorry, from your boy Welinko Wavage champions. From dark horses to my little ponies, big up Jorginho, man. They're still dark horses. They're still dark horses, but Jorginho had a good, strong game. Shout out to your boy Jorginho. I think Jorginho had a good, strong game. But you see, this is where, guys, must not get reactionary. We can't just say because they beat Turkey. Remember, Turkey also dark horses as well. So we can't say, because they beat Turkey 3-0, they're not one of the favorites. That is the biggest mistake you can make. What you do say is they've said what's up. They've said what's up, and Insigne scored a beautiful G. But Jorginho had a good game. I want to see Jorginho and Marco in that midfield. That's what I want to see. Jorginho and Marco in that midfield. Boom. From Martin Rosario, Italy semis minimum. Bet it now, thank me later. That is I think because when I did my tournament predictor, I think I had Turkey finishing top. So if you now have Italy finishing top, Italy can make the semis. And I think they would meet France. They would meet France in the semis. So if Italy finished top, I think whoever they play in the second round of the quarterfinals, they beat them. And I think if France win their group, they then face France. So no, Italy semis, that is very, very realistic. And remember, these guys, they've extended their winning run. So Italy semis is very realistic. Miguel Rabines must have been Thanksgiving. Turkey got roasted. You see, here's the thing, Miguel. See, this is why it's always very important to watch a game. If you just saw the scoreline, you would think that, oh my gosh, these guys, they destroyed Turkey. But when you watch the game, it wasn't, Italy didn't rip Turkey apart. They just scored 3 goals. They were the better team. They played more football. They were more intense on scoring. They definitely looked like the stronger side. They definitely looked like the more better side. But it's not as if they just totally outplayed Turkey. But I just think that the constant pressure they had just opened them up. Simple. From your boy, Trudon, man. Turkey got cooked. Ready for Christmas already, man. Look, man. It's harsh to say Turkey got their asses beat. It's a loss. 3-0 is 3-0. And I just think that it's a case of Italy's individual quality wore them through. They didn't get outplayed. They didn't get totally destroyed. And if you look at the goals, one was an own goal, and one the keeper messed up. The keeper messed up. But I just think that, look, I think the result just showed that, no, Italy were the better team. They were the better team, and I just think that Turkey didn't have enough answers and didn't have a better offensive plan. So I think that's the key. They do not have a better offensive plan. Guys, we are back here tomorrow, guys. Twitch, we're back on Twitch tomorrow. Zadwatch. Hashtag Zadwatch. Hashtag Zadwatch, man. We see what's up tomorrow. From your boy Abracadabra, man. Thank you for the double Abracadabra. Turkey are Atletico Madrid attacking virgins. Look, it's their tactic. It's their tactic. So I'm not gonna, you see, if that's how you want to win, cool. See, I didn't like tiki-taka. I hated tiki-taka. But whatever your if this is how we feel we're gonna win, boom. Greece didn't play good football in 2004. They didn't play good football in 2004, and they were attacking virgins in 2004. But they won. Playing that way. From Junior Kundo, remember, no Verratti or Chiesa in the starting 11, man. No, look, man. You see, I think Berardi will keep his spot. Because he had a decent game, and also he was instrumental in that first goal. So I think he'll keep his spot. But Marco, Locatelli wasn't very good. Oh, I'm going to get to Bernardeschi. Locatelli wasn't very good, so I think once Marco is fit, he will definitely displace Locatelli, because Locatelli didn't really do much. LSG Laxon says, LSG's residential rats Larco is not required. LSK Laxon, yes, he is. Marco is crucial for this team. If Italy wants to win this tournament, this is only one game. It's only one game. But if Italy want to beat the likes of whether it's France, Portugal, Germany, or so forth, they are going to need your boy Marco. So you best respect your boy Marco, okay? Bernardeschi. First off, how did this guy get picked? That's the first thing. Because see, guys, I told you, as much to what we're going to be doing these Euros is Brickwatch. Hashtag Brickwatch is going to be fully operational. So hashtag no excuses, hashtag Zadwatch, hashtag Uswatch, hashtag Marco Watch, hashtag Kanti Watch, and hashtag Brickwatch. First of all, who picked this dude better than Desk? That's the first thing. Second thing, that is a garbage hairstyle to come into Euros. That's the second thing. Third thing, fine, you're here. Nobody wanted you here. Nobody wanted your trash ass here, but you're here. This guy delivered two of the worst, most garbage, useless free kicks I've ever seen. Completely useless. Absolutely useless garbage free kicks that this guy delivered. So my thing is that, bro, this guy's class B. But my thing is that how did he has to have Mancini's news. He has to have it. Because how the heck did this dude find his way? You see, how the hell did this dude find his way into the Italy squad? I mean, surely you're not telling me that he's amongst the very best players that Italy have. So, bro, see, based off those 10, 20 minutes of 15 minutes that he had on the pitch, that guy should never sniff the pitch ever again. You know, if Italy wants to win, that dude should never slip the pitch ever again, man. But look, man, I mean, that's the question I want to ask myself this. Can this team win this competition? It's one game. It is one game, but it's 3-0. It's one game. It's only one game, and many things can change. You know, this is 7 games. It's 7 games, but it's a lubrication. And Italy controlled the game from start to finish. From start to finish. And Turkey may not be one of the favorites. They are still a strong team. They are still a strong team that still needs to be respected. So my thing is, we have to now put our eye on Italy. Because right now, for what Italy have to do is close out to this group. I think if Italy come away with this group with 9 points, no goals conceded, I think psychologically, they're like, okay, bring it on. Psychologically, they'll be like, bring it on, man. You know. Let me just do something real quick. Tournament prediction. I want to just bring in this whole tournament prediction again because I want to see. Oh, I've already done it, haven't I? So wait a minute. So I had it. So if Italy finished top, they then face Austria. They'll beat Austria. So listen to this. If Belgium finished top and Italy finished top, Belgium face Sweden in the round of 16, they'll beat them. Italy face Austria, they'll beat them. Italy, Belgium. We could potentially have a Belgium-Italy quarterfinal. Ooh, man. You see, now that's a game. So I know, so Martin, you said that, semis minimum by Italy. If Italy win this group, which they should, and Belgium should blitz their group, and they both win their second round, which they should. Belgium, Italy quarterfinal, that's something. I can't call that. Because my thing is that it depends what Belgium shows up. You see, Belgium, again, guys, we're gonna say what's up. Belgium against Russia, hashtag Zadwatch. Hashtag Zadwatch. Hashtag Zadwatch. We are supporting ZFC. ZFC gets fully operational on Twitch. Zad, we are with you. Zad, we are with you. That's a game. That is a game. You know, that is a game, bro. Like, I don't know whether Italy beats Belgique, you know. From your boy, oh Lord, From my boy Andrew Laurie, who says, Turkey Christmas dinner, Max. Guys, come on, man. Turkey are a country and a nation. Respect these guys, man. Respect these guys. Respect these guys, man. YSK Jackson says, new episode of hashtag wait to watch out tomorrow. Hashtag Big Mac. YSK Jackson, it's called hashtag Zadwatch. And we're on there from 8 p.m. It's called hashtag Zadwatch, man. So what else are you guys saying, man? What else are you guys saying, man? I might do a late night Q&A on Twitch. Who knows, man? We're popping off, man. We're popping off. Guys, also, the Belgium-Russia pre-match is on there, man. Let's see what you guys are saying, man. Belgium can't defend at all. It's true. It's true. Belgium's defense is tricky. Chiellini pockets Lukaku. That would be a great matchup. That could potentially be a great match. You see, we are going a bit over ourselves. So we're just going a little bit over ourselves right now. But I'm just saying that, yeah, I mean, Lukaku versus Chiellini would be interesting. That would be interesting, man. That would be interesting. But look, no, look, as I said again, look, you see, when I did the Italy squad thing, like shout out to Rob and Nick, they were very confident. And they said that, no, we believe that we can win this. And I was like, okay, look, I think everybody always feels confident for their country. So I was like, okay, all right. I shout out to you guys feeling confidence for your team and so forth. But I was like, where is this confidence coming from? But just looking at how Italy are playing, how good the team looks, and how together, I think it's just the chemistry of the team, just from front to back. And this is why I criticize Southgate so much. Italy, they have a very clear identity. Like, everybody knows what they're trying to do, and everybody has a very clear idea. So if these guys can cultivate this idea and so forth, they can do something. Because I told you, like, France may have all the talent, but if you have a strong team with a strong team ethos, that can give you a very strong foundation of winning this. And that gives you a very strong foundation of facing a team that is more talented than you and have better players than you. So, like, for instance, if Italy do end up facing Belgium, yeah, Belgium have some superb individual players. But if Italy, as a team, work effectively as a team, they can smoke them. They can smoke them, man. From Latin Rosario, hashtag Zada Diabetes Watch. For your sake, Latin LSK and you haters, you best hope Hazard flops. Because Zad Watch begins 2000 hours. Okay. 2000 hours Zad Watch begins. So you best hope that he flops. For your sake, you best hope that he flops. I told you, 7 p.m. preview lineup. You best hope that he flops. And it's hashtag Zad Watch. Look, he could flop. He could flop. But this is Hazard's last stand. And if it's this, then it's all over for him. Suleiman, thank you for the dub, Suleiman. Suleiman says, Çalhanoğlu is overrated as no impact at all. Disingenuous. You see, you have to look at what instructions were he given, what is the tactic. It's 4-4-1. Well, it's 4-1-4-1. You know? Yeah. 4-1-4-1. So every time a Turkish player had the ball, he had like 2 Turkish players near him. So there were no angles to even pass to because they were so defensive, they were so bunched in together. And Italy were obviously pressing them to try to win the ball back. It was almost impossible for Çalhanoğlu to really, or for any midfielders to have any effect. So it's an extremely difficult game to play if you're an outfield player. Like it's easy food for defenders. For an outfield player, it's very difficult. So I just think it's slightly disingenuous to say that he was nothing, man. So No, I think sorry, they may open it up for the knockout stage. They may, I think they may open it up for the knockout stage, which is what they told me. From Ellis Galaxon, who says hashtag pest control. It's landing flag. Hashtag wait to watch in the quarterfinals is juicy. As I said again, man, you see all these insults you're throwing. You best hope that he you best hope that he flops. And see, people love to be reactionary. It's a statement, but it is not a statement that they're going to win it. But it is a very strong start. Like, you cannot ignore the fact of beating the next best team in your group, Turkey, 3-0, is a strong statement that says, okay, these guys were real. Because if they won like 1-0 or 2-0, okay, standard. But 3-0, that is an emphatic win. And that is one that says, oh, wow, geez, this is a new Italy. Because these aren't the 1-0 merchants that we're used to. But you can't just view this and say, oh, they're not going to win the whole thing. No. But you got to keep your eye on these guys. You have to keep your eyes on these guys, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Thanks for the... Yeah. Yeah, see. Let me think of both opening games. Spain's first game in the 2010 World Cup, they lost to Switzerland 1-0. And we know what happened next. Germany, in the 2006 World Cup, they beat Costa Rica 4-2. Look at what Netherlands did to Spain. So, all because a team does well in the opening game doesn't mean much. And also, see, guys, keep this in mind. This is very important. And I think this is going to be very key. Because this is something that I don't think I took into account. They played in Rome. Now, are Italy as effective in Italy as they are in another venue? See, that is why England are so desperate to get to the semi of the final, because if they get to the semi of the final, it's at Wembley. So what makes this Euro 2020 so interesting are which games are where. Which games takes place where, like Belgium, Russia, that's it in Russia. So my thing is, Italy, I think, are going to clean house because all three of their games are in Rome. Now, when we now go into the second round and the quarterfinals, now we're now going to see how effective are they now away from the Italian guys in the stadium, giving them that extra support. So it's early days. It's early days. What the heck? I feel like Turkey shackled themselves. They were too focused on the defensive side. They could have had a slightly better attacking plan. But I understand what their tactic was. See, I understand it. But you could have been much more offensive because they're like, look, Italy are better than us. They have better players. We are playing in Rome. They have individuals who can hurt us. We have to make it as difficult for them as possible and just try to beat them on the break. Because I have seen games where one team has had it. You even see it on FIFA where one team has 20 attempts, a team has one attempt, and they score via that one attempt. You see, you're creating a tactic to win, not to entertain. I don't think Turkey on the manager, they're not here. They're not really bothered about trying to entertain. They just say, no, we're here to try to win. You see, now against Wales and Switzerland, they now have to open up more. And I think they now have to now play more and now really take the game to those guys, So, but it is their tactic, though. That's the thing. As Alexi Lassen said, HH will reset his router before Zad wins the Euros. Look, can we just let Zad live? Let Hazard live. I know, and when he flops, I'm sure all of you guys will be happy and you'll be enjoying yourselves, man. Latin HH will take his shades off before Hazard. Oh man. You see, these insults, pray that he flops. That's all I ask. All I say to guys, you best hope and pray that he flops. White Jackson says HH will land Rafaela before. Look, hey, me and Rafaela, like, don't mess with my baby. Don't mess with my baby Rafaela. Like me, see, whenever you mention Rafaela, like, I get a little queasy, man. Please, please, please. Me and Rafaela, that's my heart, man. That's my heart, man. Trust me, that's my heart. That's my heart, man. Me and Rafaela is my heart, man. From Finland HH, what are your thoughts, bro? Denmark. I don't expect you guys to win, but maybe you can spring an upset because I think it could be like a 1-0 or a 2-1 to Denmark. But I believe in Pukki. I believe in Pukki. That's what I'm saying, man. So watch for my post-match analysis, man, when that drops, man. I believe in your boy Pukki. What the heck? Man, there's also some crazy in the life thing. So look, man, I'm gonna jump off right now. So guys, remember, man, tomorrow. So obviously tomorrow, watch for my post-match for the Wales game. And I think it's the Denmark-Finland game. Watch for my post-match analysis on those two games straight after those games happen. And then, guys, please, guys, this is very key, guys. 7 p.m. Belgium-Russia lineup preview. 7 p.m. sharp. 7 p.m. sharp. Belgium, Finland lineup. Sorry, Belgium-Russia lineup preview. And guys, I want you here. 25 to 8. 5 to 8. 8 p.m. Watch along on Twitch. On Twitch, 20 hours. Hashtag ZadWatch. Hashtag ZadWatch. But guys, Italy, congratulations. Big win. Huge win. Insigne, that was a genius. That was a quality, amazing G. You came, you saw, you conquered, you got it done. That is a clear statement that says to everyone in the Euros that we are here. And you've got to put us inside the conversation for trying to win this trophy. Because I think this Euro is going to be open. I don't think that there is a strong, clear favorite. There is no team to be feared. There is no team to be feared in these Euros. And Italy have said, look, on our day, we could say, what's up? On our day, we could say, what's up? For Turkey, it is what it is. You took an L, but you need those 2 wins. You should have maybe been a lot more attacking. You were defensively good, defensively strong. It was unlucky the own goal came through, but right now you've got to now rest up, revitalize yourself, and you're now going to say what's up in the against Wales and Switzerland. But for Italy, well done, guys. Congratulations. But the key thing is you now have to now finish the job within this group. So, guys, all I'm saying is this: that could we potentially be looking at the next European Championship winners? Peace out. Stay true. Like the vid. Remember to subscribe. Like, subscribe. Your boy's out.